Hello everybody, it's Walrusxyz here, and today I've got a super quantum deck profile for you. This is a deck that has topped, a lot of locals I've been to. It topped, top 8 last week, but that was before the new Banlist dropped, and it topped 40 this week. I originally didn't know what I was gonna do with this, when the Banlist came out, because I was kinda hurt, but by upstart and reasoning, but I wasn't hurt by e-telly, so I figured it would still be playable. So I had some good subs, and a couple of my friends at the card shop, they helped me think of some techs. So let's just get into the deck profile here. Starting off, we have 3 red layer. Red layer is obviously the alpha dog of the pack. He's really good. He's like Cyber Dragon. You can special summon him if you control no monsters, so it really helps in a lot of ways. And he just adjust the camera there, and he makes for your rank 5 plays. I might throw in a Pleiades because I can make him with this guy, and he's really good, like really super good. Especially because you can just beat with him as he's 2K, which is great. And when he's summoned, you can take a monster from the graveyard and put it to your hand. And when he's sent to the graveyard, you can take a monster from the graveyard and put it to the field, which is really good, as long as they're quant cards. 2 green layer. I don't need 3. I tried 3 for a little while, but I always ended up siding it out because it just clogs, and you don't really need 3. But when it's summoned, you special summon another monster. It's like a marauding captain for quantums. But he's not too bad. Obviously he's one of your main rank 4 plays to go to, which is really good. 3 blue layer. Blue layer is amazing. This is your searcher, and it makes your rank 3 plays. And it's fantastic that you can just even search out these kinds of cards. It's just disgusting card all around. Obviously one of the best cards in the deck, because you get to search. And you can also recycle cards, which is even more disgusting, because, you know, you get everything you lost back. 3 Alphen. Fairy Alphen is very simple. He can tribute and make it so your opponent has to choose one of the quants, one of these 3 guys at random, and the one they chose gets summoned, and the others, it's like Tin Can, which is really good because you get to force them to choose, and they all have graveyard effects, so you get your graveyard effects off too, so that way it's not really a lose. If you don't have blue layer, you usually want to get blue layer. But that's about that for there. I play 2 Gem Knight Garnet because I run a Brilliant engine in this, and it's actually really good. Because having that extra normal summon with Seraphonite, just helps so much. And he's also a target for Norden. And finally, 1 Trick Clown. I usually don't want to draw this guy, because I mill him off with the Brilliant Fusion usually. But if I do draw into him, I usually just drop him from the ship and bring him back. Really good. Very easy access to rank 4s. One of the better clowns. Onto the spells. I play 3 Magna Carrier, obviously. This is your main field spell you want to search out. Basically what it does is it ranks up your little quants into their big quant versions. And also, it makes them into big Magnus. You get rid of this card. And they can't strike it. They can't strike it. They have to strike... Most people don't know that they have to strike the ship and not the monster. So when the monster comes on, and they try to strike it, I go, you can't strike it, you have to strike the ship. Because Strike says when your opponent would summon a monster, and warning says when your opponent summons a monster, or when your opponent would have summoned a monster. The wording is a bit odd on that, but they can't strike it because they have to strike the ship. Which is really good, because that forces them. A lot of people don't know that, so I am able to get off my Zord a lot, and I actually didn't know that till this week. A couple guys at my card shop pointed that out to me. I play 3 Brilliant Fusion. I said I run a Brilliant Fusion engine. Very, very good engine. The engine just works really well, and you get off your Seraphinite. And the best part about it is, with Seraphinite, you can you can use Ouroboros to flip it face down, and then you can flip it back up again, and it'll have all its attack, which is really good, because Brilliant Fusion summons with 0 attack and 0 defense. So, I still play 3 Instant Fusion, obviously. I have 2 Instant Fusion targets, and I obviously want to get to them as fast as possible. It's really good, just doesn't have a problem. I was afraid it was kind of going to get hit on the ban list, but I figured Norden would first before they go for Instant Fusion. 3 Terraforming, just because I want to search out my my field spell as fast as possible. And the sad thing, I now play 2 E-Telly, but that's okay. 2 E-Telly's still better than 1, which is great, because I missed it. I missed the thought of 3, but it's okay. 2 is really good still. I just get to bring out Blue Layer really fast, which is what I wanted. It's still easy to get Blue Layer. And now I play 2 Twisters. Really good, because I get to drop a card, and I pop cards. So my guys have graveyard effects again, so it helps. 1 for 1, get a graveyard effect and Alphen. Really good. Plus, if I draw into my my Brilliant into my the Clown or Gem Knight, I can always use that for this. 1 Soul Charge, because if you get this with Alphen, it's amazing. It's on second turn. If you get this with Alphen, it's a guaranteed Megazord, unless they have what's it called? Basically, your opponent makes their board and stuff, and then you summon Alphen and use its effect Tribute Alphen, and then you get, doesn't matter which sword, the other quants go away, and then you drop Soul Charge, and then pay 2k to get them back, and then you get their effects, and then you get to search off your field spell, and then you have 3 cards left. So you make the Zord really easily. Which is great, because it helps. 1 Upstart Goblin. Thanks, Konami. 1 Reasoning. Thanks, Konami. And, to replace one of the reasonings I lost, I am playing a Monster Gate now. It really helps. Because I do get the tribute, and this is the only one I could find at my card shop. I got it for free. It actually is really helpful, and I'm not disappointed in this tech. And then for the traps, I play 1 Magnus Layer because it's searchable. It's searchable fodder, and then if I need to side something out, I usually side this. But it's also, once again, searchable fodder, and you get 3 attacks if you get rid of this. So definitely leads to some multi-case. 1 Bottomless, because Bottomless is great. Not a lot of people actually expect this tech, especially a lot of Pepe players. No one really expects this to come out. So they, like normal summon their, they pendulum summon, right? I lose them, they all go, pretty much. So, it's really nice, really good, but nothing compared to the Solemns. I play 1 Warning and 2 Scolding. I play Scolding just so I can counter warnings and strikes, and it works like a strike as well. And then warning is just a staple in all decks. So that's it for the main deck. Let's move on to the side. A pretty straightforward side for this meta. 2 Valor, 2 Maxi, actually 2 Honest, because sometimes I just want to hit harder with the Megazord. I could make these, if I had system downs, these would be system downs, but for the time being, they're Honest. Raigeki. 1 Dark Hole. I don't ever usually need these, but in some cases I do. 1 system down. I only have 1. 3 Mask of Restrict. And 3 Iron Wall. Just very standard stuff. Very, very standard stuff. And most of the time I do end up using Mask of Restrict on the Monarchs, of course. I was playing a 1 Monarch player, and he made 2 Erebus, and he poked his friend, and he goes, 2 Erebus scoop, because I had scooped that game, and he didn't see what I was playing, though. He went first. He didn't know what to side, so I sided him Mask of Restricts, and I started game 1 with it, and he couldn't really do much after that. I mean, then game 3, I made the Megazord and Mask of Restrict on top of that, so he couldn't do anything. So let's move on to the extra deck. Starting us off is Apocryphal Towers. This card's great. No, it's not Apocryphal Towers. It's a Super Quantum Mech King Great Magnus. This thing is insane because it's really easy to get off. This deck is not as fast as it used to be, but it's still really good. And it basically gets effects from more material, and it's a 36 beat stick. So it gets to shuffle a card. It's also unaffected by cards, except for super quant cards, and your opponent can't add cards from their deck to the hand by card effect. So that means they draw for the draw phase, yeah, but if they try to play like an Upstart Goblin, they don't get anything, because that's any drawing except during the draw phase is considered adding, which is great. Love that ruling so much. 2 of all the ships, 2 Magnaliger because you get to destroy stuff, and he's 26, pretty heavy. 2 Ouroboros. Ouroboros is actually really good combo piece with Seraphonite because of the Brilliant Fusion, making it 0/0. You get to flip it down and flip it up again, and then you make it 23. Something I should just point out. Then we got 2 Grampus, the most disgusting card ever. This thing is nasty. It's so abusive. It's just a generic rank 3 that you can put into any deck, which is absurd. Because being able to throw any rank 3 into any deck is always crazy, especially with the new Phantom Knight meta thing. 1 Utopia and 1 Utopia the Lightning. Utopia the Lightning actually was what got me more games today than the Megazord. I only made the Megazord twice. This week, but last week I made it once every match at least. I wasn't able to make the Megazord that often this one because I was playing with the new Banlist format. But these are really good together. And you just make off the big guy. And yeah, sometimes they kill your Utopia, but that doesn't matter because you've always got a lot of more options. Castell. Just because he's a staple, and he's really good, and he's, a bouncer. It's great. And speaking of rank 3, generic archetype whores, here's Dante. I can actually abuse Dante a bit more in this, deck. I was, thinking about what cards I could throw in this deck, and then one of my friends at the card shop, he points out, hey, you should use Dante, because it mills out your cards, and you can get their graveyard effects. I'm like, oh yeah, and then he's like a 25 beat stick too. So you get to mill cards, and he's a 25 beat stick. And half of the time when I get this guy on the field, I've got a big field already, and plus he's got a big booty of 25. So it's really good for certain things. And I've done a lot of playtesting with it, and I've not really seen anything bad with it. He definitely gets me some games, which is really good. And for the extra, for the fusion targets, Fusionist, I was originally playing Panzer Dragon, but Fusionist just seems like the card to go to in this case. It's working well. It gets my rank 3s off better, and I don't really have that much trouble making my my rank 5. One Norden, not that I played anymore. I wasn't really affected by that aspect of the ban list. I played one Norden anyways, so that was fine. Great for making rank 4 plays. And Seraphonite, extra normal summon, plus rank 5, really good. So that's basically it for the Quantum deck, guys. It's been really fun to play. If you like this deck profile, be sure to leave a comment down below, and also, I guess, like it and subscribe if you want to see some more awesome deck profiles and stuff. And I don't know, do what you want. It's a free country. It's a free country. It's a free country. It's a free country. Okay, bye, guys. It's bye.